my father, I have a sister who is exactly 12 years and 2 months younger than me. And in spite of the fact that there's a wealth of years between us and our appearances are very different, it is undeniable that we come from the same parental stock. Because you are hard-pressed to find two ladies that so naturally embody the sins of sloth and gluttony like we do. Back about 8 years ago, I was still living with her in our little house in South Texas, and we were doing what we do best. Nothing. And after an entire morning of sitting around in nothing but our pajamas and watching film after film after film, we realized it was 2 p.m. and we had yet to have any decent food. So, we both decided that we wanted French toast. Now, the thing about French toast for our family, French toast is about the closest thing I have to a family legacy. I learned to make French toast from my father's mother, who was such a southern lady that she actually used the phrase, "I declare," came out of her mouth naturally. She was also usually high on prescription medications, so this woman knew delicious food. Now start taking notes because you may want to recreate this. The basic recipe that she taught me was equal parts milk and sugar, about a cup of each. A couple of, oh yeah, you're already there. A couple of eggs, and then you mix it all together. You use white bread to completely absorb it. Fry it in a pan so that it's a little blackened around the edges, maybe a little cinnamon on top. That was the starter level. After 2 decades of me playing with the recipe, I had it down to an art. I did not use white sugar, oh no, I used brown sugar. And a little bit of maple syrup. The eggs were organic, free-range eggs, so they would have the best taste to them. The milk, instead of regular milk, I would use half and half. Yes, you're along with me here. The seasonings. I would use what I called the Christmas seasonings. There was cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, clove, and allspice. A touch of vanilla extract and a whole lot of melted butter put in the base mix. And then my bread was day-old French bread that I could slice to the desired width. And it was a little dry so it would soak up everything that was in the mixture. Then you heat the pan and you throw down even more butter in the pan so that it doesn't stick. And then after one side of the piece of toast is fried, you put down yet another pat of butter and you flip it until it is this thing with black gooiness. It's crispy. It's that lovely cancer-causing carbon that's on there right there. And even, it was crispy on the outside. It tasted like fried bread pudding on the inside. Even the little scrapings of the pan were the kind of thing that you keep and set aside for later while you're cooking. You go, oh my goodness, look at what I'm making. It's so fantastic. So this was the French toast that we desired, the ultimate comfort food. So we go into the kitchen. We look around. Do we have everything we need? Oh, there are eggs. They're just regular eggs, but those eggs are fine. We have some half and half and some milk. Together, that will be enough. We have our brown sugar. We have all our spices. We've got everything we need except bread. So we thought about our options. You know, we could go to the grocery store, but that would require putting on pants and driving a whole 7 minutes to get there. Oh dear God, by the time you make a round trip, that's a whole 14 minutes of driving in a car. Oh, God, but we really want French toast. You know, maybe we could just make French toast without the toast. So we go enthusiastically, we get there, we get our mixture together, we get the milk, we get the sugar, we get all the seasonings in there, we melt the butter in there, we melt the butter in the pan, we heat up the pan, we pour the concoction into the pan, and we watch. Never have I ever seen a substance that looks more like vomit and is not actually vomit in my entire life. Somehow it had managed to turn gray, and it was lumpy and chunky, and it was somehow viscous and thin at the same time. And it was horrifying, so much that we were like, oh God, we can barely look at it. But the smell was glorious. It was like the angels of the kitchen came down and irped right there on it. It was exactly everything we were wanting, this delicious, mother's milk, eggy, sweet, spicy thing. And we were in a quandary. Now keep in mind, we're very lazy. We're very gluttonous. We're also very damn cheap. So that was a whole $5 worth of food in that pan. There was no way that food was going to go to waste. So we got a couple of bowls. I can't even tell this story without we glooped this strange, viscous, undefinable substance into the bowls. And we got our spoons and we kept our big heaping bowls of cinnamon milk vomit up to our and I wish I could explain to you the internal struggle that went on with this, because as it approached your face, the body recognized it as a thing that this is a waste material. This should not be coming inside me. And it would stop, and the throat would click up, and I think we were actually gagging as we were bringing the spoons to our face. And then we knew the payoff was going to be so fantastic. So we're sitting there eating and just going on, and then we look at each other and we realize this is about the most pathetic thing that two grown women could be doing. And we both lost our shit. We just started, tears, and so now there's not only fake vomit, but there's real snot going into everything. And we take a bite and we hyperventilate and we fall back, and then our mouth's full of goo, and there's milk, and there's everything. And I'll tell you, by God, we ate that entire damn thing. I'll tell you what, many years have passed since then, not many, but a good number of years, and we've drifted apart again a little bit. She still lives in South Texas with her fiancé, and she's now a doctor of physical therapy. I'm here. And ironically, I can no longer eat bread. Yes, it is very sad. But I do take comfort in the thought that at any given time, I could call up my dear sister and invite her to eat a big heaping bowl of sweet, sweet brunch with me. Thank you.